And we are back with RWC Battlegrounds. It's time. It's time for our first match of the evening.
Right, tag team action to get us underway. The tag team champions BroForce taking on Carb Killer Bozworth and Mr. Wonderful. And, I mean, look at the man. I had a chance to talk to Bozworth earlier. Talks about how he had like a dozen donuts next to him, Mr. Magnificent. And look at the physical shape he's in.
That is amazing. I wish I could eat a dozen donuts and look like that.
That's what I was just about to say. Is you eat a dozen donuts, why can't you look like that?
I think I look good. I look kind of slim. No. Never mind.
Okay.
Let's focus on what's important.
Okay, but for the fans at home, definitely understand this. This is a non-title match.
That's right, non-title match. Although, if it were for the titles, I don't know if BroForce will win or not. I'm just saying.
What?
I mean, they're okay. I mean, BroForce. What is a BroForce?
And their opponents.
Speaking of the devil, here they are right now, making their way down to the ring.
The only undefeated I didn't want to take it away from Miss Laura. The only undefeated tag team champions in Ring Wars Carolina history.
That is absolutely correct. G-Moniy and Alpha Ace, your current RWC Tag Team champions. Those belts are not on the line tonight, but if they were, this match could go either way. I'm just saying.
So do you think because it's a non-title match, BroForce is going to win it hands down?
Actually, I don't. I mean, let's be real. I'm a tag team champion too.
Right.
I mean, why all the fuss about BroForce and nobody mentions anything about me being champion as well? I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, I got a question for you then. When are we going to see you and your tag team partner challenge BroForce?
You know, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if we will. I don't know if BroForce actually deserves to be in the ring with Team Sexy. But that's neither here nor there. Let's focus on what's at hand right now. This match. BroForce against Mr. Wonderful and Bozworth.
I think BroForce has the upper hand. And wait a minute. Well, wait a minute. Referee holding the championship titles up. I guess this is a championship match, Mr. Magnificent.
Is it?
A last-minute decision by Ring Wars Carolina offices. And now the title's going to Miss Laura. Referee checking Mr. Wonderful here. Okay. Yes, I am getting in my headset now, Mr. Magnificent. It has been an official change.
Oh.
So, my apologies, ladies and gentlemen, but it was a last-minute decision. Referee checking BroForce now, Alpha Ace. And it looks like Alpha Ace will be starting it for his team, and Mr. Wonderful will be starting it for the other team.
And we're starting.
Okay, now, you have been around Ring Wars Carolina a little bit longer than I have, Mr. Magnificent.
Yes.
This is the first time Bozworth and Mr. Wonderful are teaming together. Have you ever known a team that was just put together and then became tag team champions?
I haven't, not personally, but anything could happen in RWC. I mean, I think we've proven that time and time again, especially the way that BroForce won the belts.
Yeah.
I mean, that came out of nowhere, so I don't put anything past anybody.
No, and look at the leg strength by Alpha Ace to take Wonderful down. And I had a chance to talk to Mr. Wonderful. He said he's basically here, before I guess we knew about the title match, that he wants to slap the taste out of G-Moniy and Alpha Ace's mouth.
Oh, those are big words coming from somebody who wasn't actually in the ring with him at the time those words were spoken.
This is true. And drop down as Alpha Ace takes Mr. Wonderful down to the mat. And I got to tell you, maybe a little ring rust here on Mr. Wonderful. This is his in-ring return since the pandemic.
It is. But you know what? These guys, they have their work cut out for them. I mean, let's be real. BroForce, they're a team that beat the wrestlers who had a 200-plus day reign as tag team champions. That in itself is impressive. And now it's a bit of an uphill battle for Bozworth and Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah, and now we're going to see G-Moniy come into the match for the first time. I was whipping off the ropes and slingshot right in with that elbow straight into the mouth of Mr. Wonderful. Money going for that pin. 1 count only, though. Wonderful backing up very wisely. And here we're going to see Bozworth come in now. And I had a chance to have a little bit of a conversation with Bozworth. 17 years of professional wrestling and trained by one of the best ever to lace up a pair of boots, Harley Race.
Oh, amazing. Harley Race, man. I don't know if there's a word that is beyond legend or legendary, but
yeah.
If it is, Harley Race would be it.
Yeah. I mean, imagine getting the chance to center into that knowledge tree, Mr. Magnificent.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to see what knowledge Bosworth has absorbed from the late Harley Race. As Bosworth steps up and, the big man comes in. The battle of the beef. Alpha Ace rolling Bosworth up and going for that pin, but look at the speed on Bosworth. Side headlock by Alpha Ace. And Ace with a great takeover and grounds Bosworth straight down to that mat.
Bosworth is an extremely strong individual, so Alpha Ace is definitely strong himself, so he's very smart for getting him on the ground early in this match.
Yeah, both men great upper body strength. Bosworth's legs well defined in addition to that, so you see he's able to get back up, and G-Moniy coming back in now. And this is probably the best tactic by BroForce to keep a fresh man in the ring.
Beautiful. Oh!
Fantastic double elbow by BroForce. 2 count only, though. Mr. Magnificent, we talked about it on occasion, but how important is having that fresh man in?
Very important. You want to cut the ring off, you want to keep it to your advantage, and you want to keep the fresh man in because he's always going to be the one ready to go.
Right, and Bosworth in the wrong corner, and that we see that is cut off. As G-Moniy giving a helping hand to Bosworth to get him over into the corner. And we've seen Alpha come back in. The fans calling for the chops, but I don't think we're going to see it here. Another double team maneuver by BroForce.
Working on that lower back.
And not to be outdone, Mr. Magnificent, at some point, BroForce will have to put those titles on if they are successful against the wrestlers.
This is very true.
Oh, no. The experience of Bosworth gives him the upper hand now as Alpha Ace gets stomped straight in the head and goes down with a clothesline by Bosworth. Bosworth going for that pin here, pressing the shoulders. 2 count only, though.
Close, so close.
Very close. As I was saying, Mr. Magnificent, we haven't seen the wrestlers in action a lot recently, but they do have that guaranteed rematch against BroForce if BroForce is successful. Now, in your opinion, if Bosworth and Wonderful win, are the wrestlers the #1 contenders?
You know, I would say yes. I would say absolutely yes. I mean, like I said, it could go either way. It could go either way. Right now, it's too close to even think about or predict.
Okay, so let me go here. Whoever wins this match, is their next opponent the wrestlers?
I would say yes.
Okay.
Definitely so. They were the champions for 200-plus days. They've earned the right to have their rematch regardless to whether it's against the wrestlers, against Bosworth and Mr. Wonderful or, against Alpha Ace and G-Moniy with BroForce.
Yes. And now Bosworth and Mr. Wonderful working in tandem here and showing just how quickly 2 individuals can gel as a tag team.
Oh.
Now, Magnificent, you've teamed with numerous individuals before. How do you get on a page quickly with someone you have not tagged with before?
It's extremely difficult. You just have to kind of read your partner. definitely, if you could have a chance to study any tapes ahead of time, that definitely helps. Other than that, it's just really kind of a luck of the draw type of thing.
Yeah, now it looks like great Russian leg sweep there by Mr. Wonderful to Alpha. Going for the pin here. Two count only though. And Mr. Wonderful calculating, just going to work on the back. Oh, getting in the face of G-Moniy. Psychological games now being played on the other half of BroForce, and that's going to put the referee out of position here and allow Mr. Wonderful to get that unfair advantage.
Now this is where you have to use your head and think. G-Moniy is anxious to get in there and help his partner, but he's actually hurting his partner by distracting the referee.
There is something to be said for that, but what about the fact that Mr. Wonderful used the opportunity there instead of taking a legitimate maneuver to cheat?
Hey, that's just smart wrestling. It's not cheating if you don't get caught.
Oh, said by a true spoken cheater. And now Mr. Wonderful has Alpha up, going to work on the wrist lock here and bringing back in Bozworth. And I tell you, this team of Bozworth and Wonderful seems to be solidifying very quickly out here, Mr. Magnificent. They know how to cut that ring off, and they know how to have those double team maneuvers.
Isn't it amazing how quickly the tides can turn in a match?
Yeah.
I mean, just a little while ago, Bozworth and his partner, Mr. Wonderful, were on the receiving end of things, and now, just like that, it's turned around.
Absolutely. Now Bosworth keeping him into the corner here. He needs to be careful or Bosworth could get disqualified and ruin the chances for his team. Referee giving a little bit of attitude there. Irish whipping Alpha into the corner. Bosworth coming in with that steam, but no one home! And fantastic suplex by Alpha Ace. That may be the game changer right there, Mr. Magnificent.
I think we should see more suplexes. I want to go to the township of suplexes.
The township of suplexes.
Yeah, we can't use the other term. Gimmick infringement.
I understand. I absolutely understand. Look at the way, inching over. Can Alpha get it in? Tag comes in wonderful, but here's G-Moniy.
Oh.
Lighten up Mr. Wonderful like a DJ board. And a drop kick.
Holy cow.
The energy coming from G-Moniy is unbelievable.
Did you see that drop kick?
I tell you that the training at Ring Wars Carolina Academy is paying off for G-Moniy.
Wow.
1, 2, no. And I thought G-Moniy was going to be in a position to get the pin there as he brings Alpha Ace back in. And wait a minute, could we be seeing it here? Possibly, yes. Remix Deluxe Edition.
Holy cow.
And BroForce retains the championship. So we will now know for certain, down the line, it will be BroForce and the Rustlers for those tag team championships.
You know what? I got to speak to somebody in management.
Why?
I am a champion, and I think I deserve to be champion in RWC. And I think I have a partner that can help out.
Wait, no. At the beginning of this, I asked you if you were going to bring your partner here, and you're like, I don't know. And now you're changing. Now you're pulling the 180?
I'm just saying, it's a thought. We'll see.
Okay, it's a thought. We will see.
Hey, we'll be back with more action right here on Ring Wars Carolina Battleground.